Hi there, I'm Robert from Master Guitar Academy. Today I want to talk about chord tones for soloing. Let's say we have a minor blues in the key of A, so the chords that we would solo over would be A minor, the 4 chord would be D minor, for the 5 chord, it could be other chords than this one, but I'm going to choose E minor just for simplicity. 4 chord D minor and 1 chord A minor. What we can do then is to focus our soloing around the minor pentatonic of A or the A minor blues scale, which would be this one. But in order to really focus on these chord tones as the chords come by in the tune, we really need to learn the arpeggios for each of these chords. So here is the A minor arpeggio using all strings. And we can hear how that fits in with the minor pentatonic or the A minor blues scale. And then for the 4 chord, the D minor, the arpeggio looks like this. Bit of a reach here. I'm back. And then for the E minor, we just shift it up 1 whole step from the D minor. So then the E minor arpeggio looks like this. So then when we use the usual A minor stuff for improvising or the blues scale, we can make use of focusing on these chord tones. And the chord tones are in terms of intervals, the 1, 3, and 5 for each of those chords. That's all this is. That is just 1, 3, 5 of the A minor. So I'm going to just try and play a little bit freely here so you can hopefully hear which chord I'm soloing over. This is really the secret in order to play lead guitar so that you can hear which chord you're playing over, which is great when you're playing just with a bass player and a drummer. You don't really need keyboard or a rhythm guitar because your playing will indicate to the listener which chord you're soloing over. So for the 1 chord, I'm just improvising using that A minor blues scale. But you can hear that I'm ending my licks on one of those chord tones because that really makes it clear to the listener which chord you're playing over. Now I'm going to switch. And there I came back to A minor. Did you hear I was on D minor for a bit? Because I emphasized those. That 1, 3, 5 for D minor. And then back to A minor. Right? And now I'm going to go up to E minor. I'm on E, chord tone. or I can go up here. And back to A minor. So that's really all there is to understanding chord tones. You need to know 1, 3, 5 for each of the chords, and you want to learn it all over the neck, of course. So practicing arpeggios is a good way to do that, and then relating it to your knowledge of the pentatonic or the minor blues scale. And when you play these arpeggios, you shouldn't just play them up and down super fast. What I like to do is to kind of go back and forth between the notes. And then mix in some ideas from a lick, and then the same for the other chords. Right? That's the approach, and I hope you can hear the chords as I'm going through these improvisations, that you can hear the chords in there. And as I said, the reason for that is that I'm emphasizing chord tones in my playing. So explore that and make use of chord tones in your soloing. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.